Hey everyone, welcome to Northern Life. I'm Briggs here with Ryan and Hunter. Thanks so much for being here with us again.
Thank you for being here, Briggs. Oh my gosh.
I am back. Yes, did a nice little trip to Bayfield to grab some stories, which I think we're going to talk about in a minute.
We will talk about it.
It was a really nice day.
Yes. I feel like we always need somebody to be in charge of us, so it's good to have you back here, kind of in the middle. Keep us separated. You don't know what's going to happen.
You probably saw it already, but me and Hunter were resorted to answering couples questions. So you'll have to watch that back.
I feel like I need to babysit you too.
We need we need something, that's for sure. Hey, but we're gonna have a fun day today. And speaking of that, coming up today, we get to welcome in our very own Kendall Jarboe. Not only are we going to talk to her about getting ready to be a mother, we're also excited to chat about her recent Emmy nomination, the Upper Midwest Regional Emmys, for her work on those awesome local exchange stories.
Yeah, she is incredibly impressive in everything she does. Can't wait for that conversation. Plus, we are going to have even more fun here in the studio. The three of us are going to test our drawing skills, seeing if we can tackle a fall-themed drawing game.
Oh boy. That's not going to go well.
You excited, Hunter? You ready for that?
I don't know if you saw my pottery skills or anything like that. My artistic skills are not top shelf, I'll tell you that.
Hey, at least you took a little art in high school, right?
Yeah, just a little bit. Yeah, music's an art,
so.
kind of.
True.
But yeah, I guess that kind of
We'll see if it translates.
Yeah, it probably does.
I would hope most of the fall-themed words we get today are pretty easy, so maybe, yeah. Hopefully it's something like that we can guess.
We'll find out.
But speaking of fall, we're going to be celebrating Apple Fest next month. And Briggs, you were just in Bayfield getting ready for Apple Fest. What was that like?
Yeah, I got to head there with our photographer, Jordan. Not only did I get a chance to talk with the Chamber of Commerce, Katie Anderson there, everything about they've been doing to get ready for that massive event. But yeah, we also got to go meet the grand marshals of this year's Apple Fest parade. They were the absolute cutest couple, Mary Jo and Alan Rabideau. They've owned orchards there for about 60 years.
Wow.
Yeah, and they've been married just as long, so that was fantastic to get to meet them. And then also we learned about a project to restore a gazebo in downtown Bayfield.
Wow.
I never seen this gazebo in person before, but I got a chance to see it. It was built in 1913 by a group of women, entirely women, and so it's just been a piece of community in Bayfield ever since, but it's been falling apart, as you can imagine.
Wow.
It's, of course, more than a century old. So now another group of women is carrying on their torch to restore the gazebo. So they've got a big project going. I can't wait to
Love
share
that. That's awesome.
those two stories.
Wow.
So it was a blast. And we're going to hear more from the Chamber, too, about what you need to know now if you are planning a trip to Apple Fest coming up, because as we know, the traffic there can be pretty hectic. So if you want your trip to be smooth, maybe you're bringing the kids with, we've got some good tips to share with you. So that'll be coming up tomorrow.
We certainly love Bayfield. Good on them. You know what we also love? We love pizza. I don't know if you remember earlier this week, we were at Sammy's Pizza in West Duluth. And if you remember, Briggs and I were on a team against Hunter, and we were trying to make that Hawaiian pizza. But lo and behold, we didn't even know this at the time, but now we know thanks to social media and thanks to viewers out there who are provoking these conversations. We didn't even know Briggs LaSavage never even had a Hawaiian pizza before.
Kidding me?
I had to admit this to our viewer who wrote in. She was very curious if I liked the Hawaiian pizza, or she said she wanted to know if I was going to like it. But I had to confess that, I never got to try it because, of course, I messed it up putting it in the oven. But I've actually never had one.
I've footage of that, too, don't we?
Is that coming up here? Yeah, that was the best thing ever.
Hopefully the bleep is still on that video.
Oh, it's still pizza censored.
It's still edited. Okay,
but that was thanks to Lori H. Lori H. wanted us to see that Hawaiian pizza. There we go.
Folds in half.
Lori wanted to see that Hawaiian pizza get made, but, it just never... It wasn't in the cards for us.
Well, that's why I chose that particular pizza to make. When he was like, which one do you want to make? I looked up at the menu and I was like, well, it's got to be Hawaiian because I've never had such a thing. It looked really, really good. So soon, maybe even coming up on the show, I'll have to try a piece of Hawaiian pizza.
So you're open to trying.
I am open to trying it. Yeah. Have you guys ever had Hawaiian pizza?
Yeah. But I know some people out there who it's the whole pineapple on pizza debate. I'm sure they probably were glad to see that thing go in the garbage. The people that really can't stand the pineapple on a pizza, I'm sure they're happy to see that go away.
That's a very polarizing topic, that's for sure. Put some jalapenos on the pizza as well, and it's so good. But there's one more piece of trivia as well that and it's famous around the station here. Briggs, what is another item that you have never had in your life?
Yeah, I have never had a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Very, very basic food.
That's amazing.
It's like a food group.
It's amazing.
It's a separate food group.
You never had that.
Every kid has to have it. It's like a rite of passage to become an adult.
I know. My mom just didn't make us peanut butter and jelly sandwiches for our lunches, and So I never had one. We had turkey and mustard sandwiches growing up, which I loved. Yeah, and
Those
now
aren't too
I've
bad.
never had a
sounds really
peanut
good.
butter and jelly just because it's my only fun fact about me. So I have to keep it going. So I at least have one thing to say.
We're going to have to get a interview with Jill Savage to understand why that came to be. But speaking of other weird different sandwiches, my dad said when he grew up, he would get home and have Miracle Whip sandwiches.
Oh, my dad talked
Just
about
bread
that.
Really?
and a
Seriously.
Miracle Whip.
Yes, yep.
I love Miracle Whip.
It's like, did you grow up in the 20s? Why are you eating this weird food? That makes no sense to me. I mean, come on. There's cheese and meat and stuff.
Right.
Back
But it's
in
just
the,
bread and Miracle Whip.
Never
what?
heard of that. Do you guys put chips on your sandwiches ever?
I used to.
Yes.
Used to as a
I
kid.
still do. We got
Yeah.
the crunch in there. It's so
Better
good.
than lettuce, am I right?
Yeah, I would say so.
The
Anything's
chip
better than
crunch
lettuce.
versus the lettuce crunch.
Yes.
Those are what my salads look like. My salads are just chips instead of lettuce. So
My dad is the king of really weird things as far as food goes.
Mm-hmm.
He puts like peanut butter on pickles. He'll put cheese and all of them involve peanut butter. Puts peanut butter on like cheese and mayo and things like that. And he's an odd duck when it comes to those kind of things.
Well, talk about, staple food groups. Peanut butter is one of them. That's a lot of people's favorite thing.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, what's peanut butter bad on?
I don't think
Not much.
anything. No, it goes with
Maybe
ice
like
cream. It goes
motor
with
oil.
burgers.
I don't know.
Motor oil.
I feel like a lot of people feel that way about ketchup too. They put ketchup on everything. My brother used to put ketchup on like his pancakes growing up.
On his
Ridiculous.
pancakes?
My cousin's that way with barbecue sauce.
Oh, sure.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
Big barbecue sauce.
That's
Can't
a
knock it
sweeter.
till you tried, I guess.
Knock it till you try it.
Bad
Yeah.
idea.
Oh man, well, still ahead. It's game time. Do we have what it takes to guess each other's fall drawings? Rather, we'll have to see on Northern Lights. Well, I think we've proved so far we're not the world's best artists, and that was very apparent when we stopped in at Duluth Pottery the other week. But we thought, hey, we'd see how well we do when it comes to just drawing. That can't be so hard,
That can't
right?
be too hard. So we're essentially going to play Pictionary. I'm not sure if there's a copyright or can't say Pictionary on air. If I can't say it, we're playing a drawing game.
Sure.
And it's going to be fall themed. So Hunter's going to go first. Hunter has a list of fall-themed words in our old throwback KBJR6 mug there.
Oh, look at that. Wow. Oh, that's an artifact.
And so hopefully, we'll try to get 3. If we can do more than 3, we're just trying to get 100%. And you have a minute to draw it, and we have a minute to guess it.
Okay.
So it's
all
going to
right.
be you, and then Briggs, and then me.
Okay.
Okay.
This is going to be interesting.
You ready?
Yes, I am.
Do you have a word?
Right.
I think I
That's
do.
step 1.
Okay, that is step
Do you have
one.
a marker?
Yeah, I do now.
You chose yellow. Interesting. I wonder if that's a clue.
Oh, it's the sun. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
All right.
You have a minute.
I've never had to narrate someone drawing a
that
photo
was the worst
before.
color to pick, dude. You can't even see that.
Oh,
Pick a
no.
different color.
Our
Get a
viewers
different
at
color.
home.
The problem is, hang on.
Marker.
Yellow sun.
Yellow leaves. Yellow
banana.
Yellow. Fall themed, by the way.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yellow. No.
Yellow leaves.
Colored leaves.
It's just yellow. Does that count?
The
was
word
just
was
the word
yellow.
Word is yellow.
Oh, no wonder
Well,
you
we're already
picked the yellow
100%.
marker.
We're
Okay, all right, very good.
All right.
Bravo, Hunter, my friend. Oh,
After you,
one
Briggs.
step off my stool.
Hey, that was like 30 seconds.
More
Why
inside.
didn't you say I was correct after like 10 seconds when I said
Because I thought you were going to finish it with something else. I don't know.
Okay. Okay.
That's
This is
what I
our
was
first time.
figuring.
This is our first time playing. Maybe
Yes, we're
only
gonna
time
figure this
playing
out.
after this today. All right. All
Okay,
right,
I'm
Briggs, you
ready with my word.
All right, ready?
right.
3, 2, 1, go.
Okay.
You should have just said
I
had it.
suppose I
First
should have
yellow.
No, I don't know.
flipped the page too.
Window.
Square windows.
Square windows.
Square-
Eyes. Jail.
Sammy's Pizza.
What's a calendar? That's a calendar.
Calendar.
September, October,
Fall.
November.
November.
September? Which one was it?
Don't leave me
Here.
hanging.
Dude, I gotta fix the timer. I gotta
Let
get
me
the timer
flip
going.
this for you guys. Oh,
Yeah, flip that thing.
just a quick ad for the new show password.
in case you want to
Kiki and
watch.
Jimmy Fallon.
All right,
There we
Okay.
my timer should be open over there. I almost knocked the thing over. Okay.
There we go.
Okay. All right, I got two.
All right.
Okay, you ready?
Let's see it. Let's
Oh,
do it.
no.
Uh-oh.
All right, hit the timer.
Okay.
Oh, that's me, isn't it?
Okay.
Ready?
Ready, go.
Okay, so we've got a circle with a line above
Oh
it.
my gosh.
It looks like it could be a campfire.
That's a leaf. That's a leaf.
Okay.
Maybe.
And
Uh,
a pile of leaves. Jumping in a pile of leaves.
raking
Raking a
a
pile of leaves.
Jumping a pile of leaves. Those look like asteroids. Is it a
That was
meteor
the worst-
shower?
That was the worst thing I could have ever heard.
Sounds like, right? Is that sounds like? Sounds like leaf. Jump. Leaf. Leaves.
I'm at a loss for words, Ryan. Candy.
You can't write words. It's cheating.
I'm at a loss for words. How much time do we have?
It sounds like candy.
No.
We have
Fall
15
candy?
more seconds to try to
Okay.
guess. So,
All right. Gosh, that was a tough one. That was a.
Ryan.
How much time?
5
we
seconds.
have 5
I
seconds,
mean,
and
just-
I really don't know what
Yeah.
to
I
guess.
have no idea.
All right, it was crunching leaves.
Oh!
I was like, I tried. Sorry,
Jeez, that's
timer.
loud.
I tried to do like he's stepping on a leaf, and then the candy like crunch bar.
Oh,
Yeah, it was-
that makes sense. But you can't draw words.
I know,
the word
I know. That
candy.
was my mistake.
That was all right.
Hey,
we'll
go
take
get
it.
him. Go
Sorry.
get.
Are we going again?
All right. Well, we have
That was a
3 more
valiant
minutes to fill.
effort.
So
A couple more
2
minutes.
more minutes to fill.
Man.
That's luckily this is a recorded show and it's not live, so we're able to kind of adjust things and do things a little bit to take our time with things. If you knock over an easel, you get to take a quick break and just set it up in the background. you
Problem
know?
was we tried to have fun, and then let's blame Hunter for knocking that over. I think it may have been Hunter.
I've got water ski feet, so I stepped around. I got size 14s and it kicked out.
Even
the leg of that
though
easel.
our team worked to find us a good easel, it wasn't the world's best easel.
That's okay.
That's okay.
We all
You know.
learn from these things.
Yes,
we had a lot of
exactly.
fun. And that's just showbiz, right?
That's how it goes.
The show goes on.
It does.
Yeah,
It has to
yeah.
go on no matter what. And that's kind of the difference between live and recorded TV. Live, I mean, we've all had our moments on live TV that have
No
been
kidding.
a little bit hairy, you know. I remember there's one time, I think it was me and Kendall on the morning show, and our good buddy Bobby was our director, and it was foggy all over Duluth and everywhere. So we have these live cams that we would take up throughout the show, and he was just getting sick of taking up cameras and looking at fog. So he surprised me and Kendall at the end of the show, and he took up a camera in Africa, which is a bunch of elephants. Didn't tell us ahead of time, and then Kendall had to somehow make up something about elephants. She's like expecting that Duluth is going to pop up, but it's a bunch of elephants walking around in the
Man.
middle of the day.
Always throwing curveballs at that Bobby.
Yes, you gotta love Bobby.
Could have been the zoo, maybe.
Yeah,
I know they
that's
probably
true.
don't have elephants, but
I don't know. I think there were wild elephants or something like that. But
We have also had our weather lab get stuck on live TV in the winter, and
Yep.
then our director had to get out and push the weather lab too. So
Live
there's
on air.
just always something going on here at Northern News Now.
That's
But
very
thanks for
true.
bearing
we
with
tried to
us.
play
Yeah,
Pictionary. We had a lot of fun
exactly.
in the process. Yeah.
Exactly. Well, we're going to find out coming up after the break, talking more about Kendall, talking about life, a baby on the way, and what it's going to be like to be nominated for an Emmy Award. Thanks for being here on Northern Light.
Welcome back. Well, I think one of the best things about this new show is that our viewers really get a chance to see who we really are, and that includes our coworkers as well.
That's very true, and it's an exciting time for our station as our very own Kendall Jarboe is not only celebrating an Emmy nomination, but she's also preparing to have a baby girl, Kendall.
Yes! Yay! So exciting. Thanks for having me.
Of course,
This is
Kendall.
awesome.
Yes,
Thank
this is
you.
it's like you said, Briggs. This is just going to be the coolest part of the show, is featuring all these different people. We have a lot of personalities in the newsroom and all over, even behind the scenes as well. And Kendall, you've got a very unique story because you're not originally from here,
Right.
And you got to marry somebody from here, which
Yes.
is super cool. Why don't you tell a little bit about just how you got started, where you're from, and how you ended up here?
Yes, I'm from Texas originally, went to college in California, and then got the job here in Duluth right in the thick of COVID in 2020.
Oh yeah.
Moved here having never been to Duluth before, just decided to do it, why not? And a couple years later, I love it. It's amazing. I've really come to just feel at home here and loving the Northland, and met my husband Alex, who works at the station, and like you said, now we're expecting a little baby girl in just like a month from now, which is
my
crazy.
gosh.
So
No.
yeah.
And we are all so excited about that in the newsroom. How excited are you to become a mom?
I'm excited. I'm scared too, but definitely more excited. And I feel like one of the best pieces of advice that we've gotten is no one's ever ready. You're never ready to become a parent, but you kind of just figure it out as you go, and you take help when it's there. So we're really excited.
And you guys have a name picked out, but you're keeping a little bit of a secret. Is there anything you can
Yes.
share about how you guys came up with the name?
See, Briggs has been trying to get the name out of me for
This might
months
work
now.
on air.
What if we give you money or something?
I know,
Will you tell us the
right?
name?
Yeah, no, we're not giving away any secrets, any hints. We just want to keep that between us right now. But once she's here, you guys will know the name.
I'm so excited. Yay.
Fantastic.
And you've been doing the anchoring for so long. You've been doing stories forever. You do the local exchange, which is
Yes.
such an instrumental part of all the stories that we air around here. You can see all these different people that you've had an opportunity to talk to. Can you talk about just how exciting it is to meet all these people around the Northland?
Oh, it is amazing. I remember a couple of years ago talking with Briggs and just saying, here are the types of stories I like to do. I love to talk to small business owners and just get to know people in the Northland. And we were like, why not just make a series about it? Call it the Local Exchange. So it's been so fun traveling to Minnesota and Wisconsin and just hearing the stories of these small business owners. And it's hard. It's a lot of work just owning and running a small business, and they just do it with such happiness and joy and just give back to their community in so many amazing ways. So it's been wonderful to learn all about that.
And it's got a lot of engagement from our viewers. They really connect with these stories. What have been some of the most standout pieces from the Local Exchange in your eyes?
Wow, we recently were just at Cane Lakes Candies in Virginia, and that one was recommended by the McCullough family. So that one was a ton of fun, but you saw in the video there we went to Java Moose in Grand Marais. We've been to mobile coffee carts in Wisconsin. There's just so many that stick out, and it's just a lot of fun.
Yeah, and again, the Local Exchange Season 2 was just nominated for an Upper Midwest Emmy Award, so we're so proud of Kendall
Yay.
and Alex, our chief photographer, and her husband as well, who tag team on those reports. So big congrats.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thanks.
Yep.
All right, well, we will be right back after the break with a look at what's coming up tomorrow. All right, coming up tomorrow on Northern Life, I traveled to Bayfield to chat with Katie Anderson, who works for the city's Chamber of Commerce. We're talking about all the food, fun, and details you should know before heading out for Apple Fest next month. It's coming up on Friday, October 6th, and then also, of course, runs Saturday and Sunday that same weekend. We also here in Northern News Now are going to be broadcasting live from
That'd be fun.
Fest
I know you two are going to be there, correct?
We're gonna be there,
Okay.
yep, us and
Okay.
Kendall and everybody else, and it's gonna be a great fun time. How many times have you been a part of this now in the live setup of this whole thing?
Man, I have been planning these shows for approximately like 3 years now, but there was a break in there for COVID.
Yep.
I've actually never gotten to go out to Bayfield for these shows.
Really?
Yeah, so
Oh.
I'm super excited about that. I've never been to Apple Fest either.
What?
I know.
Ever?
This is the show full of what hasn't Briggs done. I know.
Oh my
so
gosh,
I'm
the
so
Briggs bucket
excited.
list.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
There we
wow.
go. No,
I can
that's
tell you what we won't be doing Apple Fest live shows. Pictionary.
No easels, no
We have
Pictionary.
learned our lesson.
That's, yes.
I'll never look at an easel the same way ever again.
You got to try
So,
everything once.
Thanks for hanging in there with us.
Yes, thank you very much. That's a good
Yeah.
plan right there. Maybe we'll see what happens coming in the future. Who knows?
And we'll see you right back here tomorrow, hopefully. Have a very happy Thursday.
Bye, everybody.
Time to throw a line or just head outside to unwind. That's the life in the great North Woods. Hike or bike, whatever you like. Get out in the day, enjoy the night. Yeah, we got the life in the great North Woods. Yeah, we got the life in the great North Woods. Yeah, this is Northern